exclusive. And I'm your host, Ynot, greatest crypto rapper of all time. And we're locked in the trenches. Another day, another dollar, talking all things cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, decentralized finance, cryptographic encryption, Bitcoin, altcoins, meme coins, everything in between coins. It's a pleasure to have you guys. Taking a look around the market. We got 2.4 trillion total crypto market cap, 92 billion 24-hour trading volume, Bitcoin at 67.5, Ethereum at 2062, BNB 612.22, XRP 132, and Solana at 83.27. It's good to see you guys. We are in the trenches. Let's rock and roll. Let's lock and load. A bombshell. A new
generational wealth.
A new white paper published by Google. How many X's are 70K to 200K? It's about a 2.5X. Like 2.6. Actually like 2.8. A new bombshell paper published by Google. Chat, you guys want to pay attention to this one. Google has just come out with a new paper. Good to see you, Jazz World. Can't sleep, time to trench. No, I'm gonna go to sleep soon, but I've done 7 hours of streaming today. I did 8 hours of streaming yesterday, so I figured I'd round it out with another hour. Hey, good to see you, Perry on. He said today was okay. You didn't do so well? There was some opportunities out there. But yeah, it wasn't as good as we wanted it to be, obviously. Meme Scope Monday was today. Now it's officially over. It was all right, honestly. It was fine. But it could have been better. Definitely wasn't what we thought. I expected at least 10,000 more active traders on chain. We did have more volume. We had more coins. We had more migrations. Pump Fund was totally silent. Bonk was totally silent. The White House was totally silent. Elon was giving us the most out of the day. And the only coin we had that was a runner was a rug. It was Rage. Other than that, market was dead quiet. Rage is now at 1.7 million. This thing literally topped out at 15 million. Now it's down 90% retrace, which is a shame. Yep, unfortunate day. Everyone expected a $20 million market cap coin, but there just wasn't. There just wasn't. So post-quantum coin, this is really important, guys. This is a bombshell development. Google has published a paper, a white paper, and in that white paper, they have revealed that Bitcoin is actually 20 times easier to hack than we thought it was. This bombshell new research paper published by Google says that Bitcoin is 20 times more easy to hack than we thought it was. And the scarier part of this is that developments, leaps forwards, innovation in quantum computing within the next year or year and a half is what Google estimates. Within the next year, there will be quantum computing available based on the progression of transistors and the development of the technology at our disposal today, along with the advent of AI. They anticipate that within the next year or year and a half, there will be computers in the world that are able to hack Bitcoin seed phrases within 9 minutes. This is really important because a Bitcoin block is 10 minutes long. So if they're able to hack a Bitcoin seed phrase within 9 minutes, they will effectively be able to steal. It basically allows them access to almost all Bitcoin. Not all Bitcoin. There's a category of Bitcoin that isn't accessible from this, but it gives them access to millions of Bitcoin, which is enough to totally tank everything, including Bitcoin belonging to Satoshi Nakamoto, including Bitcoin belonging to many OG Bitcoin whales. Within 9 minutes, they would be able to hack the seed phrase. At scale, this means that they could hack every Bitcoin, millions of Bitcoin, and dump them all within one Bitcoin block. It is 20 times easier to hack than previously anticipated. It's a bombshell research paper published by Google today. And in that, they urge for the development of post-quantum blockchains. Blockchains that are resistant to this kind of quantum computing hacking. Jackson says, has this moved the Bitcoin price yet? No, Bitcoin's actually up in spite of this news. Bitcoin's at 67.5 when yesterday it saw a low of 6.6, actually almost as low as 6.5. Crypto G says, fear-mongering? Maybe, but it is a research paper published by Google today. It's the newest information on the market about quantum computing, and it makes for an interesting story. Something that's not fear-mongering, around the same time as this paper was published about quantum computing being able to hack Bitcoin, there was a massive exploit discovered in one of the most popular developer packages, downloaded by millions, used by millions around the world, that has effectively totally compromised actually thousands, if not tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of web apps that you guys use every day. And the craziest thing about this kit that was discovered is there is no way to know whether your account was compromised. This includes things like your credit card information. This includes things like your personal and private data. This includes things like your photos. This includes pretty much all of your footprint online. Can be totally compromised right now, and is compromised in many different sectors, and you wouldn't even know. That was just revealed an hour and a half ago. Pretty interesting. AFZ says, hey buddy, I've been watching your stream lately. I've been getting into the meme coins. Nice, AFZ. Keep it up, bro. Chat, what do you guys think about that? All of your internet data is compromised, and Bitcoin is going to get hacked. This is pretty much, this is the part on the technological development curve where our tech has outran our ability to handle it. It's a dangerous position. Max says, yo bro, could you look at AgroClaw? Yeah, I saw it earlier. It's actually on my recent searches right here. I don't like how slow this has moved. 7 hours since it bonded, it's at 26,000 market cap. The thing that is bullish about this is there have been coins in the past related to growing fruits and vegetables using AI that were pretty successful. But this is not that meta. Everybody show some love. Tap that screen. Where are we at? Haken says 10 USD of Rismus today is 10,000 USD tomorrow. All right, Haken. Give me 10,000 USD tomorrow. I will give you 10 USD today if you promise to give me 10,000 USD tomorrow. Jackson says, look at prayer. Honestly surprised All K ran it up, but was probably a lot of MCM newbie buys. Yeah, it's actually going for another all-time high right now. 160K. Let's go and see. He's probably still live on Pump Fun, right? Go over here to the live. We're actually the #1 live. Feels good, man. Quant Snail. Cold. Suki. Justice for Tyler Robinson and Draper TV. No sign of All K's coin in the top streams. We're the #1 featured stream.
This is a crypto
Pretty
rap.
good.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
So they're all off live, but the coin is still mooning? Well, that's pretty impressive. Guess this is a new phase of how the internet and blockchain interact. Yes, for sure. Now this is going to change everything in a lot of ways, but we probably won't feel it. It's going to be the job of a bunch of other really smart people to figure it out.
This is
Here's
a crypto
Chicky.
rap
Showed you guys this on my
exclusive.
stream earlier, just under 20,000 market cap. We looked at it on my last stream. Now it's up over 240,000, topped out at 300K. Did any of you guys catch this one? Would have been a clean little 10x to pad your meme scope Monday. None of you guys? This little Clifford the big red dog looking dog? Jackson says, it's probably an artificial pump from his team to get a higher floor to stream it tomorrow. Fuck it, bro. You know, crypto is not food. I don't care about GMOs. I don't care about red dye 42. I don't care about artificial ingredients. If the price goes up, the price goes up. P is P. P is P. Here's anime. Anime Bitcoin. It's fallen under 1 million for the first time since launch. Devastating blow to what was supposed to be the biggest runner of Memescope Monday. The only quote-unquote organic runner of Memescope Monday. Topped out at 3.3 million with not just an Elon tweet, but a Michael Saylor tweet as well. A crazy double whammy. Haken says, I made a 4 times yesterday from Ynot yesterday. I love you, bro. Respect, Haken. I appreciate you. B Hill says, can you look at PQC? Yeah, we've been watching PQC. That was the first coin we looked at on the stream. I explained to you guys the narrative here. The brand new post-quantum blockchain, Google's new research paper about how quantum computing is going to hack Bitcoin 20 times easier than we thought it would. And that millions of Bitcoin, which is, let's see, millions of Bitcoin is like hundreds of, it's like tens of billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars. Let's see the total market cap. Total market cap of Bitcoin is 1.3 trillion. So hundreds of billions of dollars are at risk right now. It's not every Bitcoin, but it's a lot of Bitcoin. Phil says, not sure how, but why did Ynot rug? Lost a lot. Well, it didn't rug. People just sold. So, I don't know. Does that answer your question? LV says, how are you able to DD these coins so fast? By the time I DD, I get front ran from a good entry. So one tip is that attention moves first, price moves second. So before I even look at the trenches, I look at the timeline. When you look at the timeline, you're going to get a feel for trending narratives. You're going to get a feel for what's on people's feeds and what kind of attention they're paying to certain viral narratives, news, memes, etc. And that will give you the context necessary to quickly vet narratives when you see them in the market. So this coin, for example, post-quantum computing, I had seen all over the timeline this research paper published by Google long before this coin ever got made, or long before this coin was at 40,000 market cap.
Exclusive.
So just by, being chronically online, which you guys all are, you're able to at least vet the narrative aspect of a coin. Now, the other parts of due diligence are trickier. That's distribution, that's who's holding what, that's where did coins come from. That part can be a little more difficult, but it's just a matter of practice, right? You, by spending a lot of time in the market continuously and consistently, are going to be able to vet at a glance whether or not a coin looks legit. So just by looking at these 6 metrics on the right, I can vet distribution. Top 10 holders, dev holding, sniper holding, insider, bundler, LP burn. I do that. I open up the top holders. I open up the top traders. I look for red flags. I look at the bubble maps. I look at the Insight X. All of this takes less than a minute. Then I click the Twitter and I click the website. That's the final context I need. Phil says, it's gone from my Phantom account. Normally when that happens, it's been rugged. I can see coin though. It's whack. Yeah, because the coin got so much volume, Phantom actually flagged it. They flagged it as like a spam coin, even though it's not. So people have been having this issue. You basically just have to select the coin and unhide it. It's been hidden from your wallet right now. So you just have to select the coin and unhide it. I'm going to try and get in contact with someone from Phantom and get them to fix it. I'm not sure why it happened, but I suspect that the reason why it happened is because somebody had put a bot on the coin that made a bunch of transactions of small amounts over and over again. Usually systems don't like when there's a lot of automated transactions in small amounts. But yeah, you're right, that Phantom did automatically hide the token for some reason. It doesn't make sense because it's been there for over 10 months, but that's the way it goes. 300,000 market cap here on post-quantum coin. Look at that. I appreciate you, Phil. Yeah, I'm going to get in touch with Phantom and try and figure it out. We got 6-7 viewers on the stream right now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's get a 6-7 in the chat if you're rocking with it. Let's get a 6-7 in the chat if you're rocking with the stream. We are live right now on Pump Fun #1. Post-quantum computing, the hottest coin in the market. Pretty strong narrative. Good stuff. Heist has unfortunately collapsed. We saw it as high as $1 million market cap earlier today. We saw it at 30K not too long ago. 125 in the middle of the road right now. Jackson says, is there a reason for no community chat in your Discord? What do you mean? Like a Ynot community chat? There used to be one, but nobody used it, so the channel got sunset. But if you think that it would be a good addition to bring it back, then we can bring it back. $329,000, $330,000. Doc says, I snagged a good entry on PQC. I saw it on X. You see? Pay attention on the X timeline. You're going to see some motion. Definitely bring it back, but I'll bring it back right now. Just got to figure out what channel to file it under. I'm going to go right now. Let's see. What should I put it under? Edge, education, earn, not crypto. Should I put it on its own category at the top? I'll add it at the top, I guess. Alright, I did it. Let me know if you guys can see it in the Discord. It's right there at the top. It's called Why Not. Nice. Have at it, gentlemen. Have at it. Good to see you, Benny. That song is stuck in my head. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. We unsunset the channel. Let's lock in. Yo-Yo. So this is another one. This one's really interesting because it's actually been out for a long time. Over a year almost. Or sorry, I guess it's just 1 month. Bonded 1 month ago, ran up to 230,000. Then today went from 4,000 market cap to 100,000. All of this off the same news that's driving PQC. This is a quantum resistant yo-yo. It's a science experiment. Michael Saylor is advising people sell Bitcoin and buy a quantum resistant yo-yo. It's pretty interesting. Ryan says, so was today as good as you thought it was for the event? No, I was underwhelmed like many others. I think it could have been better. Here's a couple things that would have made it better. For one, more on-chain participants. I projected between 20 and 30,000 people would be trading on Axiom. At the peak, we only had 15.7. So we got within 5,000 of the lower end of my expectation, but we didn't even crack 20,000, which was unfortunate. Another thing that would have made it better was active participants from the launch pads. Bonk, Bags, and Pump Fun were all silent, which was unfortunate. I feel like they could have really taken this as an opportunity to do something, to rally the trenches in some way, at least put a tweet out that we could have turned into a coin, but that didn't happen. So that was pretty unfortunate as well. Another thing that could have made this go better, I wish Orangey had stuck to his guns a little bit more. He was the one that is credited as coining the whole event, but he deleted his original post when it was at 500,000 viewers. And that created some uncertainty. Suddenly people were saying, oh, it's not going to happen on Monday. Suddenly a lot of people were saying, don't go on Monday, don't trade on Monday. It created a lot of uncertainty, when instead we probably should have been more united and in better agreement about what was happening. And on top of that, he only streamed trading for about an hour, and then he just went and played games. Let's see, what else could have gone better today? It would have been nice to have at least one coin crack $20 million market cap, but obviously that's not in anybody's control. Too many bundlers, too many rug pullers, too many snipers, etc. Haken says, I'm not waiting for Q4 to buy Rismus. I fill my bags early. Well, you're going to be waiting a long time. Jose says, don't think it would have been a good idea for Pump Fund to tweet. People who lose money would have blamed Pump Fund. Pump Fund tweets all the time, and those coins always go to zero. It's nothing unique. I do understand that they probably distanced themselves because of fear of some kind of retaliation, but come on, you kids clearly don't give a fuck the way that you run the system over there. Snoopy says, the funnest part of Memescope Monday was the Why Not token. Yes, I agree. That was so much fun. And it wasn't even on Memescope Monday, it was the night before. But that was awesome, honestly. I'm really proud, and I'm really impressed, and I'm really surprised about how that happened. Ryan says, was there as many rug pulls as expected? Definitely. Definitely. Like I had said in previous streams, I anticipated dozens of new coins coming out on either column, and then a dozen coins on migrated, and it was like that. There was a lot of slop in the trenches today. Most of the coins on the bottom of Axiom trending were only 3 to 10,000 market cap. A lot of the coins that ended up running with a couple 100,000 in market cap just ended up going straight to zero. People did not have an appetite to hold. There was no unification. People were not eager to all buy the same thing, which is what we needed in order to be successful.
Generational wealth.
Bark says, this man never sleeps. Yeah, this is my 8th hour of streaming today. I did 8 hours of streaming yesterday. I'm streaming like it's my full-time job right now. I agree. Even with the disappointing day, we still did good. Got a lot more followers, and the community is growing. Yeah, I noticed a really strong sense of enthusiasm from you guys. That's a tangible psychological shift, which I value. And I hope that trend continues, because that would be pretty impressive, honestly. Ryan says, what hours of the day do you trade yourself since you're live so much? Nowadays, I don't trade so much. I mean, the market's been pretty terrible. I'll jump in something if I think that it's going to be a good opportunity, but I don't trade on my stream, so that happens whenever I'm not on my stream. I did get a heads up today. I got a text about a coin that was supposed to launch that was supposed to be very good. He was saying, oh, the dev, blah, blah, blah. All these, good bundles, volume bots, blah, blah, blah. I ended up fading it. It ended up launching. I had ended my stream, and then it ended up launching. I ended up not wanting to invest in it, and it ended up rug pulling pretty quickly. So I don't regret not trading that. When's the last trade you took you're comfortable with sharing? Yesterday, I burned 0.25% of Why Not. That was the last trade I took that I was comfortable with sharing. Oh, let's see. How was Memescope Monday? It was mid-scope Monday, bro. It was mid-scope Monday. I tried to show you guys. This is what we thought Memescope Monday was going to be. This is what everyone thought Memescope Monday was going to be like. Instead of this, we got this. This is what we got. This was how Memescope Monday was. Whoops. Man. So that's what we got for Memescope Monday. What does that even mean? Brother, you tell me. Basically, what it means is that Orangey hyped up Memescope Monday, and then he streamed, and he had thousands of viewers on his stream, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. It was the most watched crypto stream of the day. He traded for 1 hour. He lost over $5,000. Then he stopped trading and just went and played Rocket League. A famous comment from his stream. Somebody said, I called off work today just to watch Orangey play Rocket League. How's Why Not Coin doing? Hey, Fluffy, good to see you, bro. It's right here at 28,000. Front page of Pump Fun. Good to see you, Fluffy. How you doing, bro? I haven't seen you in a long time. Are you on PQC? PQC is right here. 366 at the top, 290 on the middle of the road right now. He's doing his thing. Marley says, Fluffy, tell Meow to text me back. Bruh, get in line. Wait, that's a boot and an orange? Is that orangey? You put the orangey emoji? He left you on red? Well, you weren't compelling enough. He's a busy guy. Fluffy, you just came to say hey and then disappeared? What do you think of praying? I think you better be praying that that thing doesn't rug pull. Have you talked to Chinaman ever since he took Eduardo's soul? No, I have not talked to the Chinaman that took Eduardo's soul. How much to start trading meme coins? You can start with as much as you're comfortable with. Never invest more than you're willing to lose. I recommend starting small. Invest less until you win more. Fluffy just left the gym. Damn, bro. Low-key, I gotta get on that wave. Do you go to the gym every day? That's the one area of my life that I really need to improve. I've got mind, I've got soul, I just need body. No, but it's time, it's time. Bro, it's time. This guy says, yo, Fluffy, I got rug pulled by a guy acting like you. Is that true? What do you mean by that? He impersonated his account? Somebody's rug pulling under Fluffy's name? Generic white male 26 says, show the Ynot coin. Here it is, generic white male 26. It's at 28,000 market cap. Front page of Pump Fun. 28,000 market cap.
Crypto Rap exclusive.
You can see right there. Do not ask yourself why. Ask yourself why not. It did 50 times from the bottom to the top right here. It did a 12 times, or maybe a 6 times from the bottom to the top right here. And then it did a 3 times. 3.5 times from the bottom to the top right here. Pretty good stuff. Have you been watching Download? It's had a good couple of days. Always active on X. No, I haven't actually. I mean, I've seen that it's been hanging in there, which has surpassed my expectations. I really thought that this was cooked a couple of days ago. I did see yesterday that it was around 300,000 market cap. 1.17 mil is impressive though. This is really interesting because, you know what? We saw this coin at literally 10,000 market cap on the stream. We saw this coin at 10,000 market cap. Thing went over $1 million market cap. That's 1,000x, isn't it?
Crypto Rap exclusive.
Or is that just 100x? That's 100x. Is that 1,000x? No, that's 100x. GM, Andre. Who's coughing in the background? Oh, that's Chill House. He has a cold right now. Let's keep looking. How much are you up this past month? A wise man named 21 Savage once made a song, and in it he says, how much money you got? A lot. Brand new all-time high right here. Pretty impressive. Facepalm says, why do you think praying is getting rug pulled? I'm trying to learn. You know, nothing against the coin, and also nothing against OK. I think OK is I like him. I don't dislike him. I just wouldn't necessarily bid coins that he makes. he doesn't have the best track record historically,
This
but
is a crypto rap exclusive.
you improve every time, and you get better every time, and the need for the money decreases every time. So maybe this time he's turned over a new leaf, and maybe he's made a project that's actually going to run. I can't count him out, but yeah, me personally, I wouldn't buy that coin. Jackson says, and this is what's good about a coin like this as well, is you know who the developer is, you know what their past work is, you can predict the patterns based on their past work. Like Jackson says, if you bid altcoin coins, swing them and don't hold super long. That might be some good advice. You could catch some serious windfalls that way. I mean, Praying, had a pretty decent top right out of the gate, and then it fell down, and you could have swung on that bottom there, because it climbed back up again. Bro, what coins do you buy? Meme coins. This one was a good one, Lorna. Post-quantum coin. You got to pay attention to the X timeline. If you're not paying attention to the X timeline, then you're not going to catch these coins early. This coin was really easy because it was the most viral post on X. It's about how Bitcoin is 20 times easier to hack than we previously thought. It's about how quantum computing is threatening millions of Bitcoin within the next year and a half. So everyone was talking about this. And the attention followed before the coin did. The coin was a product of the attention that the post was already getting. So just by spending time on the timeline, you would have seen the post. You would have seen all the attention it was getting. You could have intuited that it would make a good coin, and then you would have got that coin under 40,000 market cap. AI animals. Somehow this thing just wicked up to 58,000. Now it's climbing back up again. 36 on this dip. Crazy green candle right there. Apparently this is like the new AI fruit. This Clifford the big red dog with the hamster and a bunny and whatever the fuck that thing is on the right. What the fuck is that thing on the right? Why is its arms coming out of its eyeballs? Chat, does anyone know what that thing on the right is? What creature is that? Yep, more AI slop. Chat, I have like a $1 million meme coin idea. Here's the idea. I feel like I don't even want to say this. If I say this, somebody's going to take my idea. I'm not going to say it. I want to do it, but I need to figure out how they make these AI videos. Janeer says, imagine I am homeless 17-year-old on the street. Would you send me 0.1 Solana? Why would I imagine you as a homeless 17-year-old? Do I look like Jeffrey Epstein? I'm not in the business of imagining people as homeless 17-year-olds. This is the strangest request that I've ever seen in my life. How do you catch trends on X? Do you just doom scroll until you think a meme is a good coin? The algorithm's pretty dialed in. You don't even have to doom scroll nowadays. If I pull up X right now, you're going to see that Bitcoin thing. You see? First post on my X timeline, literally the first post, it says Bitcoin is dead by 2029. And here's the original post about quantum proof cryptocurrency. It's literally the first post on the timeline. So it's so easy, right? It's so easy. I didn't even have to scroll. I didn't have to see much. It was that easy. Doc says, I was homeless at 16. No one's coming to save you if you don't save yourself. That's real. That's too real. Will you do any trades? No, brother. I do not trade on my stream. Let's keep looking around. Man, these AI slop videos are like, this is next level. I gotta figure out how to make these AI slop videos. I'm not gonna lie. Does anyone know? Does anyone have experience with this stuff? How would I go about making something like this AI slop dog? I'm actually really interested. What program is it? I gotta figure it out. I feel like I would be really good at making AI slop videos. And I feel like it would be fun to do. My girlfriend's always getting mad at me. The other day, she walked into my room. I was sitting there on my phone. You would have thought I was watching like something terrible, right? She comes in and she's just suddenly so disappointed. I'm sitting there on my phone watching a Tung Tung Sahur edit. I'm watching one of those videos where Tung Tung Sahur is like surgically removing the tail from the mermaid and covering it in gold and selling it at the gold shop. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? My girl is like, what the fuck are you watching? Like I might as well have been watching some torture video or something. Yeah, shout out to Triple T. Short drama. Yeah, short drama. Look, hate all you want. Triple T made a bag. Triple T made a bag. Jackson says, I miss Sora, not gonna lie. Me and my boys had a field day with it. Respect. Big Shaq says, I was in QQC at 23K, but I sold at 180. Big Shaq, how much have you flipped the $100 that I gave you into? I'm curious. Chat, I gave Big Shaq $100 this morning. How much do you have now, Big Shaq? How much, bro?
Generational wealth.
He has $480, chat. I gave him $100 this morning and he's turned it into $480. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's get a W in the chat for Big Shaq. I gave him $100 this morning and he turned it into $480. Let's get a W in the chat for Big Shaq. He 5x'd the money that I gave him.
This is a crypto rap
pretty awesome.
exclusive.
Tosca says, buy Why Not now? Yeah, I mean, if I had 5x the free money that I got, I would feel pretty generous as well. Look, AI Animals just wicked back up to a new all-time high. We saw this right at the bottom of the dip at 25K. I talked about this extensively. Now it's 60K again. Alan says, are you creating your own token? Chat, what do you think? Should I create my own token? Would you guys buy a token that I created? W in the chat if you would buy a token that I created. That's a really interesting proposition, bro. I've never considered creating a token. Huh. If I had to pick 4 letters to name the token that I would create, what would it be? If I had to pick 4 letters to name the token that I create, what would it be? Y-N-O-T. Oh, that's clever. Why not? That's a good idea, bro. That's a really good idea. Huh. You might be onto something. Jackson says Y-A-H-U. Chat, should I put on a yarmulke and launch Yahoo? Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. 6,000-7,000 market cap on AI Animals, pushing up pretty heavy right here. Look, AI Fruit Island went to fucking 500K. The other AI fruit coin went to like 1 million. Yeah, to answer your question, Alan, the token exists, bro. It's called Why Not. It's right there. It's the #1 trending coin on Pump Fund Live right now. The ticker is YNOT. It's available in the market right now, and it's a very low market cap relative to where it's been in the past 24 hours. Go give it a look, bro. Go give it a look. Go check it out. 73,000 on the top of AI Animals. What's crazy is these candles are not slowing down. What's crazy is these candles are not slowing down. Alan says, are you the creator? Alan, do you see this? This is the coin. 28,000 market cap. The name is Why Not. Who's the person that you see right there? Who's that person that you see right there on the coin, bro? Who is that? That's me, bro. That's me. Is that Cupsy? How did you find out my alternate identity? I'm not supposed to be doxxed, chat. Cupsy is my alter ego. I have Ynot, the kind-hearted, the charitable, the patient, educational onboarder. And then I have Cupsy, the degenerate, thieving, hungry, trench lord. Two sides of the same coin. Ynot, Cupsy. It's like the purge. I hear the whales are circling Ynot. I heard the same thing, bro. I heard the same thing. I heard that whales were circling Ynot. How many of your coins are actively running right now? Well, Isaac, I only have one coin. I'm also a co-founder of a DPIN project, but that's not my coin. But it is my coin because I'm a co-founder. But that's like physical hardware that you can mine and NFTs and all this other stuff. What happened to Ynot? What do you mean? Ynot is the one coin that I'm talking about. It's right here. YNOT. We're live on it right now. That is the one coin. Yep, this is actually my 8th hour today. 8 hours that I've been live on Ynot today. Yesterday I was also live on Ynot for 8 hours. All in all, we had over 10,000 viewers on my stream yesterday. 10,000 unique viewers. Today we also are coming up on 10,000 unique viewers on the stream. Isn't that crazy? 20,000 people in 2 days. That's only counting the TikTok. On X yesterday we hit 5,000 viewers. So yeah, we're popping off. I think at peak on Pump Fun we were pushing over 100 viewers as well. 140 or something. So all in all, thousands of people saw Ynot yesterday. Jackson says, why couldn't you stay awake forever so Ynot could run? Honestly, bro, I just literally did not expect it to moon yesterday. It was not planned. Like, you guys literally just started running it up. I was gonna stream for 1 hour and then go to sleep. You guys started running up Ynot. I ended up streaming for 5 hours. I pushed it as hard as I could, bro, but yeah. I took one for the team right there. For real though, what market cap did you notice it was getting motion? Once it passed 30K, I was pretty surprised. Because it had been sitting between 8K, and people always say on my stream, they're like, oh, we should run up Ynot, blah, 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 everyone go buy Ynot. The highest that they ever hit by doing that was around 15K. So once we passed 30K, it was like, okay, this is a little bit different. Once we passed 100K, I was like, holy shit, I couldn't believe it. Once we passed 200K, all bets were off. I mean, previous all-time high was 200K. 400K was so out of the question for me. But you know what's funny is, if you look at this chart historically, there was actually a moment, all the way back here in September of last year. In September of last year, the coin was at 46,000 market cap. Suddenly, one day, randomly, on my stream, just like yesterday, people decided to start bidding it. Totally out of the blue, no catalyst, just a normal stream day with normal people on it. My coin went from 40,000 up to 215,000 in September of last year.
Exclusive.
So I've seen this phenomenon before. It's really like a switch flips in your guys' heads. And that switch is like, okay, we have something here. Like, okay, there's a narrative that we can agree on. And I don't know under what market conditions it occurs. I don't know how to replicate it, but I know that it's possible that you guys do this, that you just randomly decide to run it up. It's pretty interesting. mean, a lot of times you can look at the market right now, there's really nothing moving. So if we had more people in the chat and a little more enthusiasm, if I had a little more energy, if we were recording more like 200 viewers on the TikTok, we probably could run it back up. Just because everyone like agrees that that's the thing to do. But it's pretty rare conditions that happens in. Funny enough, last time, just like yesterday, it came from someone in the chat. Yesterday, Dwar started the pump when he said, we should ape into the top coin on Pump Fun. That's what he said. And then I went and I looked at Pump Fun and I was like, okay, what's the top coin? And the number one featured coin on the live section of Pump Fun was my coin. So I was like, oh shit. Then last time in September, someone came to my stream and they said, what did they say? They said, I think it was something like, oh, you should launch a coin. They said, oh, you should launch a coin. And I was like, really, chat? Should I launch a coin? Really? And they were like, yeah. And everyone was getting hyped in the chat saying, you should launch a coin, you should launch a coin. We had like 100-something people in the chat. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And then I said, I have a coin. It's called Why Not? They were like, oh, what's the contract? And that's when it went up to 200,000. Doc says, I think it was people fudding Meme Coin Monday. They saw you as the face of retail and that you are a safe space. I definitely think that Memescope Monday was part of it for sure. That was definitely part of the equation. I think another part of the equation was the KOLs that got involved early in the chart. They definitely did their part to try and boost the signal. I have no doubt that if I was a little more coordinated and I tried to plan it in a better way, I could really run it up. Jackson says, silver helped a lot. You know what? He really did. And he took a loss on his public wallet. I have to thank him for that. He has an X, right? Let me look him up on X. Do you know what his X is? I gotta talk to him, no cap. Let me see. Can I get to his X through Axiom? Yes. OX Silver. Yeah, I'm actually going to message him. And he follows me and I don't follow him. What a nice guy, honestly. He's a friend of Sean's, which is what happened. I'm going to message him right now. Hey, homie, I just wanted to say thank you so much for aping Why Not yesterday. I really appreciate the support and the community was ecstatic that you entered. I'm sorry I dropped the ball, fucking up the burn that nuked. But we'll run it back another time. Coin is 10 months old and I'm not giving up anytime soon. Much love and deep appreciation plus respect. You're a legend. Alright. Yeah, I just messaged him. Shout out to Silver, bro. Shout out to this guy who's replying to my stream comments. Look at this picture I made, chat. I made this for Entropy. It says, we're really excited for Miner Scope Monday. This Monday, April 6th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Wealth.
Everybody is going to generate entropy on their Ashlars at the same time. This is from the project I'm a co-founder of. That's our mining rig that we make. We got Orangey in the mines. Why not Tuesday? Why not Tuesday? Doc says, that's what solidified my loyalty. You only lose if you give up mentality. That's what I'm saying, bro. Why not Tuesday? It's Top Blast Tuesday, brothers. Meme Scope Monday is done, and now it's time for Top Blast Tuesday, where you look at the juiciest new pairs and you jump them in. Gia says, OMG, the Meme Scope Monday went awkwardly bad for me. I could have made money, but I didn't.
Generational
Ouch.
wealth.
Well, you know what, Gia? Let this be a lesson, right? You probably learned a lot. You learned a lot, and that's really important. Take those lessons and do better next time. Knowledge is infinitely more valuable than money. D says, did you trade anything today? Nah, I was too busy. I streamed 8 hours, and you know I don't stream on my
Generational wealth.
stream. So I was streaming for 8 hours today, and I streamed 8 hours yesterday. When I wasn't streaming, I was either sleeping or I was eating. Like I only streamed today pretty much, and I took my girl out briefly. I did get a heads up on a play. My homie did reach out to me and let me know that there was a project with potential that was dropping that he was involved in, and I actually faded it on purpose because I was too tired and too busy and whatever. I went and looked at it after I faded it. It ended up rugging. It only went to like a couple hundred K, so it wasn't crazy. What do you think of Trencher.tools? Slow cook call. Let's go take a look. You know, one thing that the space really needs is good utilities.
This
Good
is
utilities
a crypto rap exclusive.
For vetting meme coins. Brother, this coin is 2,000 market cap at 12 months old. That's not a slow cook, bro. That's cold. That shit is rotten.
Generational wealth.
Awake says, bro, I respect now you were ready to sleep on stream yesterday. Yeah. Nah, I tried it, bro. I tried it, but it just didn't work. Doesn't do me any good if I run up my coin, but my girl leaves me. You feel me? That's not a trade-off I'm willing to take. Trench.tools. What's this one? Why is it rug pulling the second I pull it up, bro? How come the second I pulled it up, it just got like a crazy red candle? Who's watching my stream and selling? Did you just sell, bro? Did you just sell this? Jackson, yes. I'll put a picture somewhere when it happens. It'll be within the next 2 weeks. Maybe within the next 3 weeks, but should be within the next 2 weeks. Yeah. Accelerating the Solana trenches with open source tooling. So what I said before I pulled this up was, one thing that the industry really needs is better tools for people to use. QFE? What is QFE? Am I stupid? Is that a coin? Oh, it is. Quantum fart entanglement. You know, this is not the first time that I've seen this. 36,000 market cap. This is not the first time that I've seen this narrative. I wonder. Yeah, look. There's 37 reused image tokens. 37. This coin has been launched over 37 different times, as late as 1 year ago. Isn't that crazy? That makes me a little bearish on this, I'm not gonna lie. Dev has 263 tokens, only 4 of them have migrated. This is one of the 4. He actually launched this token 26 minutes ago. He launched it twice. And then he launched it a third time right now. Isn't that crazy, guys? Do you see that? This guy launches the same coin multiple times until it actually sticks. That's dedication. That's determination. There's a lesson in there, chat. Never give up. Never give up. You launch a coin once, it doesn't do well, fuck it. You launch a coin, same name, same picture, second time, doesn't do well, fuck it. Launch a coin, same name, same picture, third time, 20 minutes later, you rug pull. You rug pull. And you make a big bag. Let's see how much the dev is making on this. Let's see. Bundler, insider bundler. Deku is actually an insider bundler on this. Pretty funny. Insider bundler. Where's the dev at? The dev didn't sell? Don't tell me the dev didn't sell. I see a dev sell bubble over there. Deku probably launched this shit. The dev made $200. That's gonna buy him a month's worth of rice.
This is a crypto
PQC ascending. Let's take a look. Brand new all-time high. God candle. 400K at the top. Post quantum coin. We've been watching this since around 90,000 market cap on the stream. Pretty generous upward trajectory. Definitely the hottest narrative in the market right now. I was gonna make a video about this tomorrow, but this is making me think that I need to make it tonight. Should I make a video about this tonight, chat? I should probably just do it tomorrow morning, honestly. I need to get some sleep. 430,000. A guy just joined my stream named Sexy Homeless Man. What did you mean by that, bro? Why did you name yourself that? Yeah, this thing is God candling. I wonder who tweeted. This must be a major tweet. Did Elon post or something? 500K at the top. Insane God candle. Tallest green jump that they've had on the chart so far. Liebgott says, like, why not yesterday? You mean, like, why not tomorrow? Not financial advice. Yeah, pretty impressive. Did any of you guys actually catch this, though? Put a W in the chat if you're making money on PQC right now. I mean, you could have top blasted it and still made money. Perion's up, for sure. Ruben's up. Kevin's up. That's good. Doc is up. Oh, that reminds me. I need to remember, chat. He's still got those KOL favors to call in. Yeah, except they don't even fucking listen to me, man. Fuck Rico. Hey, Silver just got back to me, chat. He said, great idea. I think it would have done well if Memescope Monday wasn't a failure. We gotta do it. We gotta do it again, chat. We gotta create a new holiday for the trenches. I'm gonna assemble the Avengers. I'm gonna talk to All-K. I'm gonna talk to Jad's World. I'm gonna talk to Soul Snatcher. I'm gonna talk to the Meme Coin Avengers. I'm gonna talk to every KOL I know. We'll try and get Jack Duvall. We'll try and get Orangey. Top Blast Tuesday. Top Blast Tuesday.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
We assemble the Meme Coin Avengers. We get everyone in the trenches for Top Blast Tuesday. It would be generational.
This is
It would be generational.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Every day of the week ends with why. Why not? That's true, actually. That's low-key true. That's low-key true. We get everyone on TikTok amped, and we actually have the volume that we wish we would have had. But we kind of need like a long, window, because some of the criticism I saw was that people didn't have enough time to prepare for Memescope Monday. Because from what I understand, they only announced it about a week ago, or maybe even less than a week ago. Shout out to Santa's Gyat. This is an interesting one. This No Kings coin just silently bonded on one massive bundle and since then has ran up to 316K. Just bonded 33 minutes ago. Pretty interesting. Jackson says, need to time it when people get paid. Friday is better. You know, that's actually true. Like, it should have been on Friday. Why wasn't it Memescope Friday? Like, low-key, it should have been Memescope Saturday. Nick says, original. Let's see what contract address that is. We'll pull it up. Original. Nick, did you get a lot of followers this morning? I see. 15,000 market cap. Quantum fart entanglement. The original. It did wake up a little bit. Let's zoom out on this. This one used to be $20 million market cap last year. That's pretty crazy, honestly. Jackson says, damn man, I should have ran Memescope Monday. Why didn't I think of it? You mean a coin called Memescope Monday? There was a coin called Memescope Monday that did pretty well, honestly. Oh, the entire event? Like you didn't trade it all or something? You definitely should have traded at least a little bit. Let's see, Rage is at 1.6 million. It really fell off, honestly. Zoom out a little bit. 15 million to 1.5 million, 90% retrace in one straight line. That's vicious. Pretty vicious. This is what Memescope Monday was, guys. I think this is the perfect chart to represent Memescope Monday. It's kind of a shame. All of that volume and they got less than 50 soul fees paid. Man, chat is dead as fuck right now. Dev buys are so bullish. Sure, bro. I love when my dev starts aping these rug pulls. Johnny says, are people still using Phantom Wallet? Yes. Saber says, can you follow me? Sure, Saber. I'll send you 30 fake accounts and impersonators to follow you on my behalf. Me personally, I will not follow you, but good luck, lil bro. PQC with another wick up, 580,000 market cap at the top. Insane motion. Going totally parabolic. Looks like it's on track to 1 million. What do you guys think? This was kind of a layup, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a broken record, honestly, because I say this on every single stream. Without fail, every day, or at least every other day, there's a new coin that comes out that is just such a no-brainer. Because it is totally fundamentally integrated to one of the most popular attention-grabbing narratives on the X timeline. I'm beating a dead horse, but you need to be paying attention to the X timeline if you want to be successful in the current landscape of the market. It is the biggest advantage that you have to try and get ahead of the attention curve here. This was such a layup. Like, as soon as this thing pushed between 30K and 80K market cap, it was obvious that this was going to run at least a couple 100K. To see this at 600K looking damn near 1 million now, you would have been kicking yourself if you weren't paying attention to this. That one was a banger, honestly. I'm impressed. This is what Memescope Monday should have been. If only they had published that paper this morning instead of tonight. Why does it feel like all the runners happen in the evening during European hours? Doc says, bro, X has helped me so much. You put me on the sauce. Respect. Lucky Miner in the chat. We got a power mining event tomorrow morning. Am I right? I still got to sign up and put my ticket in. At 9:30 a.m. Yeah, I got to sign up before tonight. Thanks for coming in and reminding me. Speaking of sauce, let me put some sauce on real quick. Let me put some sauce on real quick. Yep. Got that sauce on, chat. Got that sauce. You want to know how I got this jacket? I hit a Bitcoin Cash block on Lucky Miner. One Bitcoin Cash block on Lucky Miner. Let's see. Supreme Burberry pink bomber jacket. On StockX, 1,200. I'm telling you guys, one Bitcoin Cash block on Lucky Miner. This is one Bitcoin Cash block on Lucky Miner. This could be you guys. All you have to do is hit the Lucky Mines. How much does a Lucky Miner cost? I think I'm paying for the $8 a month plan. $8 a month plan. 600,000 at the top here on Post Quantum Coin. The cheapest plans are pretty inexpensive. Maybe I got the number slightly off, but pretty sure you can get in for less than 10 bucks. This is not Burberry, by the way. I wouldn't just wear a Burberry jacket like that. This is Burberry Supreme. This is Burberry Supreme. $620K on the top, jumping up. Wait. Damn. He got so much sauce, chat. He got so much sauce. Look at that. How'd you get so chill? How'd you get so chill?
This is a crypto
Just wanted to say a quick hi.
exclusive.
Go ahead and call it a night so I can be up early for our power mining event. Good night, all. Everyone go show some love to Lucky Miner. They got 273 followers. Go crack them a follow. The Burberry factory is around the corner from you in Castleford. Nice. I'm gonna have to visit the Burberry factory when I'm out there, no cap. When I'm out there in November, you could catch me at the Burberry factory. That's no question. Gotta buy myself a new coat. Gotta get right. Too bad London is so dangerous that if I'm out on the street wearing a Burberry jacket, someone's gonna stab me to death. It's lit. Sweet dreams, Big Shaq. Keep running up your bag. Don't lose it all. This Chicky coin really cracked 300K, which is pretty impressive. You've been on X looking at trends? Nice. Smart man. Look at D-Zine. D-Zine. Brother, this thing's at 6,000 market cap. An easy, oh, it's design, I guess. An easy and powerful AI visual tool for everyone. But does it actually have a coin? This thing has no motion. I'm not optimistic. Sweet dreams, Jackson. Well, if everyone's going to sleep in my chat and we have less than 50 people watching, then I'm going to go to sleep too. These nuts. These nuts. Sweet dreams, everybody. This has been a Crypto Rap exclusive. God bless you. God bless your portfolio. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. You're the greatest community in crypto. We're all going to make it. Slow and steady wins the race. Tomorrow is Top Blast Tuesday. Be there or be square, chap. Memescope Monday was just the pregame. Top Blast Tuesday. Top Blast Tuesday is going to change the market. I'll see you guys then. Just wait till you guys see Sniper Bundle Saturday. We got Sniper Bundle Sunday coming up, chat. It's gonna be a banger. Next up is Multi-Wallet Monday, chat. You guys are not ready. You guys are not ready for Multi-Wallet Monday. Sweet dreams, everybody. It's been a pleasure. Today's a great day. That's a good attitude, bro. The day just started. Seize the day. Every day is a blessing. Every day is a gift. That's why they call it the present, chat. That's why they call it the present. Sweet dreams. I'll see you guys. Seize the day. Have a good day. Keep an eye on this one. You know, it could come crashing down at any time, but clearly a lot of people are very enthusiastic about this coin. 620 at the top is insane. Great motion. Alright, peace out, everyone. Cheers. To fucking 36 viewers on my live. I might as well be talking to myself.